all here.
Hey, I thought you were asleep.
I was just getting a glass of water and I saw the light on out here. It's kind of late, isn't it?
Well, I don't sleep very well these days.
No. You're worried about Carly.
Well, Jack should have been in Belgium right now. I thought he'd call, but there's still no word.
No, I'm sure he's just stuck in customs or he's catching a nap at some hotel.
Yeah, no, don't be too sure. Because Jack is in love with Carly, so calling me with updates about her means keeping me in the picture, which is not where Jack wants me to be.
Because you're in love with her, too.
Well, let's just say that I can't imagine my life without her in it.
Are you gonna marry her when she comes back?
Marry? Oh, well, now there's quite a few obstacles to overcome.
Like Jack?
Well, yes, like Jack, and the fact that when she left town, she decided she couldn't stand me.
Wait, slow down.
Oh.
You left my mother, who loved you, and fell in love with a woman who can't stand you? Did I miss something? I'm sorry, but it just doesn't seem like this makes a whole lot of sense.
Love doesn't always make a lot of sense. But when it's right, you know it.
Oh. I saw you following me as I left the cottage. I didn't want to talk to you then, and I don't want to talk to you now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Because we cannot leave things the way they are.
Yeah, and you can't fix them either, especially not with a few well-spoken words.
I should have told you the whole story, all right? I wanted to. But now, thanks to Dahlia, I don't even get a chance to do this on my own
Stop
time.
blaming it on Dahlia. It's
Why are you trying to defend her? Do you not see what she's trying to do to us?
I just don't want you to be right about her.
Why?
Because if she's just after you, then that means she didn't pick me out specifically. It means that the video didn't go because I'm talented. It went because I'm your wife.
It doesn't matter why it happened.
Yes, it does. It does to me. You know what I lost tonight, Simon? I lost faith. In you and in myself.
Oh, whew. I was gonna give up. I thought you got lost. One in a private place. This is pretty good, huh?
I have to make this fast. I have a cab waiting downstairs.
Where are you going?
To the airport. And I need to get there before my mother realizes I'm leaving town.
That's what this meeting's about? Getting out of town?
More like if I should get out of town.
What do you want me for?
Well, I don't know. I've been thinking maybe I was too hard on Isaac. Is he okay? What happened after I left Java?
Look, I have a rule that I live by. Don't bust a guy's chops behind his back.
Billy, my plane leaves tonight. I need to know that going to Scotland is the right thing to do. I still don't know if I can
But
trust
let me
Ian.
finish, Bond, because tonight I'm gonna break that rule. Because I think you're giving Isaac what he deserves.
There's been a big misunderstanding.
You said you wanted to make a confession.
Well, I do. I want to confess to my part in the plan to con the McKinnons out of their money, but I didn't murder Nick.
If you didn't, then who did?
Well, we already know the answer to that. Abigail killed Nick. And I saw her do it.
That's a lie.
Oh, I'm not saying that she planned to kill him, but she was scared.
Stop it, all right? Just stop lying about it. I'm not gonna sit here and allow this lying slut to pin a murder on my innocent daughter.
I am just trying to tell the truth.
You know the truth of the bitch you in there.
Okay, quiet, enough. Mr. and Mrs. McKinnon, you may not like what you're hearing right now, but to me, it sounds like eyewitness testimony. In fact, you've brought us the kind of testimony that makes for an open and shut case.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
I was gonna tell you what I know tonight, but you locked me out of the house before I could.
Yeah, of course she did, because she knows you're a killer.
Molly, would you just get a grip, please?
She will get a grip when her daughter is cleared. Now, I think she's been through enough, so I'm going to call Holden and tell him we're taking you home.
No, I can't go home yet. I have to hear what Mary has to say.
Why, honey? It's just garbage. She's trying to save her own neck, and you don't have to sit here and listen to
No, I think that I do, because Mary was there. So whatever she has to say just might be the truth.
As the World Turns is brought to you by Cascade Complete. Skip the sink.
Forget scrubbing, rinsing, even adding a separate rinse aid. Now food's dissolved away, leaving only shine. Try Cascade Complete. Skip the sink.
You love your wood floors. So does Swiffer WetJet. Only WetJet has a super absorbent pad and a controllable jet spray of cleaning solution. Wood floors are clean and dry in a wink. Swiffer WetJet. Member of the National Wood Flooring Association.
Strength. It comes in a lot of forms. But you might be surprised to find it here in an invisible solid. Introducing a more powerful Secret Sheer Dry. All the strength of a solid in a new micronized formula that glides on clear without any white marks, giving you an invisible shield of protection. New improved Secret Sheer Dry. Clearly, it's a new form of strength. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Thank you.
The outstanding protection more women choose. The one, the only, Tampax.
Is there anything more astonishing than purple hair? Well, yeah.
Awesome.
Purple hair lit by a GE Reveal bulb. Reveal filters out yellow, leaving only clean, pure light. So everything looks truer and more vibrant.
Hey, Mom, come here. You might want to see this.
GE Reveal. There's nothing more stunning than clean, pure light.
She's gonna love it. She's gonna freak.
Love that irresistible sweet and salty popcorn from the county fair? Well, you're in luck. Orville Redenbacher now makes it. Microwave kettle corn. It's a totally new way to get Orvilleized.
This Friday, don't miss the movie critics are calling Disney magic at its best.
Who wants to see his daddy do something nobody believed he could do?
One of the best family films in years.
Bring the heat!
Dennis Quaid, The Rookie, rated G, starts this Friday.
Yikes, you're over 40 and pregnant. The issues tomorrow on The Early Show.
Brian denies murdering his wife, but there was an eyewitness, their daughter. Will she tell a different story? A 48 Hours Mystery, Wednesday.
Lisa told Isaac he was making a big mistake.
Bet he didn't like that.
Oh, he said she was sticking with you because you're both women.
See, it's just like him to think something like that. You know, he believes all the myths about women. To have such a thick black book can be so naive.
Yeah, well, I was sick of hearing his bull. So I told him that Lisa was right. I told Isaac he should have said what you needed to hear.
Billy, so sweet of you. But I know he didn't like that.
Yeah, I guess not. He fired me.
You're kidding. Because you stood up for me.
I guess that's what friends are for.
Friends, huh?
Well, maybe not at first, but, you know, you've changed. So, yeah, buddies.
I like that. So, what are you gonna do with all of your free time now?
I have no clue.
Got a passport?
Yeah, why?
Come to Scotland with me, buddy.
Aren't you here awfully late?
Well, I thought I'd help you close up.
Go home. Billy can do that.
Well, yes, he could if you hadn't fired him.
I didn't fire him.
Oh, is that true?
I was just blowing off some steam. He knows that.
Hey, then that's why he called me a little while ago?
You see? I forgot to tell him which shift I wanted him to work for Katie Frazier's launch video tomorrow. I will simply call him, apologize, and tell him...
He called me to ask me to please take his things that he left here and send them over to Tom and Margot's.
And don't give me that look.
What look?
That it's your own fault for trying to get with every woman in the Oakdale phone book look. I simply called an ex-girlfriend, made a date, which I later called and canceled.
I just hate to point out the obvious.
Then don't.
But you have managed to get rid of, to chase away Bonnie and Billy all at one time tonight. And I am covering for them tonight. But I do not intend to do this. I don't want to make a habit of it.
I can cover the place myself, okay? To hell with all of you.
Oh, well. Well. May I remind you of that old phrase, cutting off your nose to spite your face. Honey, I'm your nose, and you need me as much as you need Billy and Bonnie.
Thank you for the advice.
Oh, darling, I'm not, the advice is not what I'm interested in. It's just the privilege of being able to tell you when I think you're acting like a jerk. Isaac, right now, that's exactly how you're acting.
Harrison, I need a pad. Tom, she's sacrificing my daughter to save herself. Can't we do something to stop this?
Yes, there were ways of preventing it from getting to this point, but they all involved you trusting me. If you and Jake had allowed me to speak to Mary before you brought her down here, we might have some control of the situation.
I was so sure, Tom. I was so sure that she was going to confess and this whole thing was going to be over.
What can we expect to face in court tomorrow?
I can't say. Let's meet over at Holden's later on and we'll talk strategy. I've got to get going. See you when you get home?
Could be a long night, Lee.
I'll wait up.
Molly, a word with you, please. I would like to say that I'm really sorry that this whole thing had to blow up in our faces tonight, but since you went vigilante, what the hell were you thinking?
I don't know. Maybe I was just trying too hard, Margot, but what am I supposed to do? My daughter is being forced to grow up at warp speed, and no one seems to care what it's doing to her. I mean, it seems to me like Holden and Jake and I are the only ones that really believe she's innocent.
And Adam.
Look, when you're in there, in that room, getting that eyewitness report that my daughter killed Nick Scudder, please keep one thing in mind. That wide-eyed little Mary is the same person that tried to kill Kim Hughes. She's the same person that set that gas leak and almost killed both of our kids, Margot.
Molly, we do not have any evidence for that.
Yes, we do. We do. Nick's landlady. She took a bribe from Mary to go in that apartment the same day that Adam and Abigail got locked in there. She didn't want to talk about it at first, but now she's willing to ID Mary.
I'll interview her myself.
Margot, I'm going to take Ms. Menahan's statement now. You want to be there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Miss this for the world.
Look, I'm sorry that I hurt you, okay? In any way, Katie. But you have to listen to me.
One coffee, black.
Thanks.
Black. You only like sugar with extra cream.
Oh, I'm depressed and it's your fault.
Look, I know I'm not easy sometimes, okay? You know how I feel about you. And that is the only reason that I didn't tell you that I was accused of killing Monique, because I don't know, I guess I didn't want you to kick me out because you knew something like that about me.
You never back down because you're scared.
I know. I guess I told myself that it didn't really matter whether you knew or not because nothing ever came of the accusation. Katie, look at me. Listen to me, please. I'm going to tell you once more for the record, okay? I did not kill Monique. The police couldn't even build a case against me. The only thing left over is bad publicity, and that is what Dahlia is trying to capitalize on. You've got to ignore her.
I can't ignore her. She's important to me.
As a business partner, that is all.
Hello?
Do not let it get personal.
Simon, have you seen my calendar anytime lately? It's blank. No lunches with the ladies, no hanging out with the girls, going to movies, nothing. Women don't exactly like me, so you can't just tell me to ignore her or not talk to her.
Dahlia is not your friend. Okay?
Oh, right, I forgot. How could she like me? How could she believe in me? No one else does. I'm not that special.
That is... Sit down. That is not what I'm saying. Okay, you know that. Of course you are special. The only reason that this workout video is going to be any good is because of you. Okay? And Dahlia knows that. That is why she is trying to ensure your loyalty. Okay, she's trying to get me out of the picture, to push me away, because she wants you to become dependent on her, and she'll be able to use you for that much longer.
You really think she's trying to tear us apart?
Yes, yes. And I can prove it to you.
No, don't. You're gonna ruin everything for me.
I'm not trying to ruin anything. I'm trying to save us. And for some reason, I thought that would be important to you as well.
Oh, hey, don't twist my words around. You know that I love you more than anything, but I have to think of myself. I'm not like your other wives. They're desperate. I have self-respect.
You know the feeling. Someone starts to tell a joke and you panic. What if you start laughing? Lots of us experience slight loss of bladder control, sometimes just when laughing or sneezing. But I discovered new Poise panty liners. They're designed especially for slight loss of bladder control. They're thin and discreet like ordinary panty liners, but with a super absorbent blue center to keep you drier. New Poise panty liners. Freedom to be yourself.
Look for Poise panty liners with other Poise products.
We do several hundred septic system repairs a year. If your septic system fails, you're going to run into several problems. It will either back up into the yard, into the house. I would recommend you use Rid-X once a month. It is cheaper to maintain your septic system, a lot cheaper.
It's Tuggin' Time Tigger. How fast can you find my tummy? Squeeze my hand, ear, chin, tail. New Tuggin' Time Tigger from Fisher-Price.
Excuse me.
Pardon me, buddy.
I'm squeezed in the middle, smack dab in the middle, squeezed in the middle, smack dab in the middle.
When you put tasty cream smack dab in the middle of 2 Chips Ahoy cookies, some pretty amazing things happen. New Chips Ahoy Cream Witches.
Hey, he bit me!
It was my grandson's birthday. He just turned 3. We're going to move him out of his crib and buy him a big boy bed. I was on chemo then, and I was exhausted. I said to the doctor, I need help. I'm on a mission.
If you're a chemotherapy patient and feel tired and weak, you may be anemic. Ask your doctor about PROCRIT. PROCRIT is a natural way to regain red blood cells lost during chemotherapy. And more red blood cells can mean more strength.
Oh, this is a great one. This is a good one.
PROCRIT is proven and safe. In studies, only diarrhea and edema occurred more often with PROCRIT than placebo. PROCRIT is for patients with non-myeloid cancers.
How do you like it up here now?
Good. Call now and learn how PROCRIT can help you get back the strength you need.
See? What'd I tell you?
Your strength for living.
He takes a lot of energy, but I never get tired of him.
Okay, we've already covered what happened the night of the murder. What about the attack on Kim Hughes outside of Al's diner?
I followed Mrs. Hughes there.
Why?
She had surveillance tapes from her television station.
What was on those tapes?
I had reason to believe that Nick and I were on one of those tapes in what you might call a compromising position. I didn't want her to share those tapes with the McKinnons.
And how did you stop Mrs. Hughes?
I hit her. I knocked her down and I grabbed the tapes and ran. I'm so sorry for what I did to that poor woman. You know, we're really not that concerned about your emotional state here. We'd really rather know why you were afraid of those tapes being seen. I thought the McKinnons would use them against me.
In what way?
They had to help poor Abigail. And I was afraid that when they found out that Nick and I were lovers, that they would convince everyone that I was his murderer.
Who's everyone?
They're newspaper people. I was terrified of being tried by public opinion. I mean, I'm willing to pay for what I did do wrong, but yeah, I hurt Mrs. Hughes, and I helped Nick con Molly and Jake, but I'm not a killer.
I guess that wraps it up for tonight. Detective Hughes, any questions?
No.
You know, wait a minute. Yeah, Mary, actually, one more question. Where were you on February 28th?
February 28th. I'm not sure.
Were you in Oakdale?
At the end of February, I was staying with a friend in Rockford.
Oh, and that friend's name?
I don't want this poor girl dragged into this mess.
All that poor girl has to do is testify under oath as to your whereabouts that day.
What are you getting at?
The gas leak at Scudder's. Abigail and my son were in the room that day.
I swear I left Oakdale the night that Nick was killed. I ran as far as I could, and I stayed gone until today. I couldn't have said a gas leak. I mean, I'm not a plumber or whatever you have to be to do something like that.
You know, that's a good try, but I'm going to talk to the lady who runs the boarding house, so, Mary, you better be telling the truth.
I don't care what the old bat has to say. I wasn't there that day. But I was there the night that Nick was murdered, and I saw what happened.
I want you to believe a word that woman says. She's been lying ever since Jake and Molly met her, and she's still lying.
But she didn't sound like she was lying, Holden. Mary seemed pretty sure of what she said.
Must be talking.
I think that's because she's doing everything she can to keep herself out of jail on her murder charge. I mean, Mary's pouring it all into this performance.
Hey, Tom, what's going on with Mary?
Margot's still at the station, so I presume that interview's still going on. I think we need to prepare ourselves for the fact the DA is probably going to use Mary Menahan as her star witness.
It's got to be something we can do.
I can dispute her testimony on cross-examination. It's not like she's an unimpeachable witness. However, if she's trying to draw this whole pose that she is just a con artist and not a killer, the jury might believe her. She's going to be a tricky witness at best.
No, she may have lost the Irish accent, but she hasn't lost the Blarney. It's possible that she could make herself look to the jury like she's a good woman who got on with the wrong guy.
We can't let that happen. Tom, you have to completely discredit her. What if we can prove that she tried to kill Adam and Abigail by trapping them in Nick's room?
Well, I think we're going to need a witness to do that, and since court convenes tomorrow morning, I think we're almost out of time.
Not necessarily. I'll tell you about it on the way out. And you got a big day tomorrow, so Jake and I should let you get some sleep, okay?
Well, I thank you for believing in me and for trying everything that you could do.
See you in the morning.
Ready for bed?
No.
All right. How about a cup of hot chocolate?
With lots of tiny marshmallows, maybe? Molly got me hooked on that.
You bet.
The landlady sounds promising, but have her at my office by 8 a.m. I need to talk to her before we go to court.
All right. She'll be there. She'll be there.
All right.
Okay. See you. You were in a big hurry to leave. I thought you'd want to stay and hold Abigail's hand.
Holding her hand's not going to help her, Jake. I need to fight for her.
We're not going home. No. No, we're going to Nick's. Talk to Belva.
She said that she was going to talk to the cops about Mary, but this time, Jake, I'm not taking any chances.
Mom.
Sledge grab it mitts. Does it grab it? It grabs the dust. It holds it. Your hand is the tool. It picks up the dust, hair and dirt, getting into the cracks, the crevices. These little pointers. Sledge grab it mitts. Grab it! The dust is in the mitt.
Room service.
Where's the I can't believe it's not butter?
Come with me.
I can't believe
you it's not butter. Rich butter taste, and naturally cholesterol-free.
New Trident White. Smile brighter.
Baby, where you going in those old Navy Cup capris? The classic you love, now with just enough cuff. They're the good-to-goable, in the knowable. Cup that's showable. Pants sensation that's sweeping the nation. Old Navy Cup capris are ready to roll. Especially at this great price, just $26.50. Old Navy Cup capris. They're all that and more at your Old Navy store.
It's tough not having a car. With immediate claim service, Geico gets you back on the road fast. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Just a few more.
I should have used Preparation H.
Preparation H medicated wipes with aloe, the easy way to cleanse, cool, and soothe. Easier because they're 4 times bigger than Tux pads. Preparation H medicated wipes. Big relief.
Now, the same Caltrate that helps fight bone loss may help your colon too. In a recent study, Caltrate helped reduce the risk of recurrence of colon polyps, a risk factor for colon cancer. The same Caltrate you take for your bones, now for colon health too.
Wednesday on 60 Minutes 2. The highest-ranking American military officer ever convicted of espionage. Plus, the city of the future. See it Wednesday at 8, 7 Central.
Last week, Survivor was the most-watched series. CBS Thursday. Be there for the seafood buffet. Plus, one tribe gets raided. Wow. And everyone's getting island fever.
Living out here in Survivor 4.
All new Survivor back on CBS Thursday at 8, 7 Central.
This Friday, see Panic Room with someone you like, because you'll be holding onto them tight.
How do we get into that room? We have to get her to come out.
Critics are calling it a gripping suspense thriller, as elegant as they come. It's one of the best films you'll see all year.
What's she doing? Kill the phones.
And Rolling Stone declares Panic Room pumps on suspense with twist-a-minute glee.
I know you've got the gun.
Panic Room, rated R.
Buying a car should be simple. In Merrillville, it just got simpler. Visit our newest Chicago area CarMax or
search over 12,000 cars at CarMax.com and see actual prices and photos.
There should be an easy way to sell your car.
We'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours.
You should get a used car you can trust.
CarMax thoroughly reconditions every used car we sell, and only the best ones make our lot.
Now open across from South Lake Mall. CarMax, the way car buying should be.
104.3, the best of the 60s and 70s. Magic 104.3.
CBS2Chicago.com. Easy access to problem solvers, news, weather, health tips, managing your money, and more. CBS2Chicago.com.
Spirits are reaching out to one man, Ted Danson, living with the dead. CBS April 28th.
Okay, Isaac, since you feel that you can handle everything here by your lonesome, I am on my way home.
You're out pretty late for a single daddy?
Well, since your birthday party got canceled, figured I'd take some time, swing by, see how you're holding up.
Well, that's a good thing. You can help Isaac here clean up. I mean, there's nobody else here to do that.
What's going on?
What's going on is that a couple months ago, I was fool enough to listen to Lisa and hire Bonnie.
Fool enough? Well, man, thought Bonnie was your one-woman powerhouse. Got the hospital to hold their big benefit here?
It's just what I'm talking about. You know, when she first got here, she couldn't organize 3 lemon slices on a cocktail napkin. Then I trained her, all that time and energy, and she was able to pull off the benefit. How does she thank me? She quits. Tonight. No notice, no nothing.
She must have given some reason.
Yeah. That Duke she was engaged to sent her a one-way ticket to Scotland.
So she's going back to Scotland.
She's not gonna use it. She'll be back, but her job will be gone.
Oh, so this is just about finding good help? Bonnie is more than just an employee to you. Man, will you stop?
Someone has to do this, and I don't need you to analyze me. I'm fine.
You're doing a whole lot better than Bonnie is. I ran into her at Al's Diner after the birthday celebration fell apart.
How was she?
Hurt and confused. And she was reading a letter. I'll give you one guess who it was from.
His royal pain in the butt.
Let me tell you something. The Duke spent a whole lot of paper telling her how much she wanted her back.
She seemed to want to go back?
She seemed to need some advice, and I gave her some.
What kind?
I told her that it's not easy for you to give your heart to a woman, but once you do, it's for keeps.
You said what?
And I told her that if she didn't think you were good enough for her, that she should just leave. That'd be a whole lot fairer to you than spending the rest of her life looking over your shoulder for something better.
So she came in here with a head full of steam after talking to you.
Look, I understand if you're angry with me for butting in, but man, I was just trying to help out.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just starting to get the picture, though. This reaction she had was to you and not to me. You showed her the error of her ways, and that always gives her a little temper tantrum. But I also know that it won't be long before she regrets it. She'll be back here driving me crazy in no time.
That first-class ticket Ian sent me can be traded in for 2 coach seats, which means you get a trip to Scotland, and we can both stay at Ian's father's castle.
We're at a castle? You gotta be kidding.
Come on, Billy. You don't have anything going on. Come with me. Please, please, and I promise I will not make you wear a kilt unless you really want to.
Let me ask one question, for real. Why do you want me to come along?
I'm nervous. Ian's always throwing me curveballs, and, well, I thought if I showed up with you, I can throw him a curveball of my own.
And who are you gonna say I am, the valet?
Well, if things go well with Ian and me, I'll tell him the truth. That you're a friend. But if they don't, well then, I'll tell him that you're more than that, if that's okay with you.
All right. I'll be your excuse to bail out from the Duke, but that's only if you need me.
Thank you. Thank you.
But of course, that's only plan B. Suppose you don't need to be bailed out at all. I mean, you just said things might go well with you and Ian. Does that mean there's no hope for you and Isaac?
Be in court tomorrow on time. I may want to call you as the state's first witness.
I'll be there. Can I go now? Can I go now? Can I remind you that you just copped to assault and battery and fraud and a host of other little goodies in your statement there? You might want to be asking about the kind of time you're looking at. Well, I knew what I was getting into when I came forward. How bad does this look for me?
Well, you are cooperating in the case against Abigail, so we might be able to plead you down.
No. What? No, I believe me, I really appreciate the gesture, but I don't want to be making bargains where the law is concerned.
Why?
Because I want to start over. And not just from Nick, from how I lived my life before he came along. No more lying. No more running from consequences. It's time that I paid for what I've done wrong. Say, have you ever seen the inside of a woman's penitentiary? You might want to reconsider that high road thing.
Look, if you take my offer, you will pay your debt to society. It just won't be for as long.
I don't want my words compromised by some deal. No, Nick Scudder was a lousy guy, but I loved him. And if I take the stand, I want everyone to know exactly what happened. And I want to tell the truth and not just what I have to. Would somebody please book her before I go into a diabetic coma?
Let's go.
When Jessica got busy and handed me this case, I gotta tell you, I was worried. But I'm not worried anymore.
Because along came Mary, just in the nick of time.
Margot, keep your day job, okay? See you in court tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Hey, baby, believe it or not, I am actually on my way home. Yeah, I love you too. Bye-bye.
Margot, great. I'm glad you're still here.
Great, I'm not.
Wait, before you go, I need a favor from you.
Well, it's gonna have to wait until tomorrow,
No.
okay?
No, it can't. Because my marriage may not last that long.
Katie? Who's your friend? Cute, kind of shallow, don't you think?
Can I stay here tonight?
Yeah, I'm still paying for that room on the other side of the suite.
Well, there's no way I'm sleeping there tonight.
What is that, your new teddy bear?
Hey, Katie. Hey.
So something wrong in Love Land?
Simon's keeping secrets from me.
He isn't being unfaithful, is he?
No. No, some men know instinctively that being unfaithful isn't cool.
It isn't? Joking.
No jokes right now, please. I'm in the middle of a nightmare. I just want to wake up from it.
Why? What happened?
A long time ago, Simon was accused of murdering one of his former wives.
Murder? Simon?
Well, Katie, talk is cheap. I've been accused of growing horns up here, but look at this. Nothing but professional grooming. Huh? So how about Mr. Marriage? You think he's innocent?
Yeah. The police arrested him, but they ended up letting him go because there wasn't any proof. But the point is, he didn't tell me. And he should have, don't you think? Don't you think a wife should know if her husband's been accused of murder?
Well, Katie, let me give you a little lesson in the ways of men.
Oh, no, please don't.
The reason we don't like to give bad news to our women is because there are only 3 possible reactions, none of which we want to enjoy. The first is the lecture, the second is the screaming match, and the third, my personal favorite, is the weeping breakdown.
Yeah, well, I've had all of those in the past couple hours.
Oh, poor Simon. I rest my case.
But none of it, not the tears, not the yelling, nothing could fix it. And that's the problem. Nothing can change the fact that Simon didn't trust me. And from now on, nothing's ever going to be the same.
Well, do you think your husband is a murderer?
Of course not.
Well, golly gee, Katie, what is the problem here?
Some people will do anything to cover up bad breath, instead of stopping it at the source. Hark! Now there's new Colgate Fresh Confidence with whitening. It targets bad breath at the source, odor-causing bacteria, to give you confidence in every breath. Now let's try that again.
I picked this for you.
Let's put it in water right away.
New Colgate Fresh Confidence with whitening. Confidence in every breath.
What do I want in a Glade plug-in? Well, it'd be fresh. What about a nightlight? A bright one that goes off when you don't need it and doesn't block my outlets. Perfect.
Introducing Glade Plug-in's Extra Outlet Nightlight, the only one that freshens, brightens, and doesn't block your outlets.
Plug it in, plug it in. Now that's a bright idea.
Plug in a new Extra Outlet Nightlight. SC Johnson, a family company.
My feet love it. My elbows, knees.
All the parts of your body will love Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion with the unique Hydrolux system that soothes and hydrates like no other moisturizer.
Even my...
Jergens, love your body.
Here at Pears Skating, Tom and Sue are on the ice. And a crossover step, very, very nice.
Now, is there tomfoolery coming up?
Yes, yes, there it is, tomfoolery. My, oh my.
Who would know they have arthritis?
Celebrex celebrates the Olympic spirit in all of us. Just one Celebrex can relieve the pain, inflammation, and stiffness of osteoarthritis for 24 hours. Celebrex should not be taken if you've had aspirin-sensitive asthma or allergic reactions to aspirin or other arthritis medicines or certain drugs called sulfonamides. In rare cases, serious stomach problems, such as bleeding, can occur without warning. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems.
And look at the score.
Ask your doctor about Celebrex, official supporter of the 2002 U.S. Olympic team.
Do your eyes itch? Or water? Are they red or swollen? You've got allergy eyes. Eyes that may need a prescription medicine. Patanol. Patanol gives you fast, effective relief from all your eye allergy symptoms. Just one drop twice a day. There's a low incidence of headache, burning, or stinging. Wait 10 minutes before putting in your contact. So what are you waiting for? Ask your doctor about Patanol. Relief is in sight.
8 years ago, her child vanished. Tonight, she wants to end the nightmare.
There's a statute to declare a person dead if missing.
But when the impossible happens...
Your daughter was found alive.
One more day and you would have missed your own death.
Attorney Nick Fallon isn't buying it.
She wants to believe
I'm her mother.
the notary is going to fingerprint you.
Get out!
All new Guardian. Then, one phone call.
I got a gun.
One moment.
I need to know who you are.
Will change 3 lives forever.
Oh my God!
All new Judging Amy after The Guardian. CBS tonight.
When I came to Oakdale, I was frustrated because I thought I knew what I wanted in life, and this place was definitely not it. And then my mom forced me to take that job with Isaac, and I learned that I didn't really know myself at all.
How do you know yourself now?
I'm getting there, but I can't expect guarantees from someone else if I don't even know my own mind. Which is why I have to see Ian again.
Wouldn't it have been more fun just to stay at home and bang your head against the wall?
Maybe. But that's exactly why I don't want to do this alone. Please, please, please come with me.
Well, all right, I'll go.
Yes, you are going to love Scotland.
I can't believe this. I have you to thank for this, bro. That little fit that Bonnie pitched tonight was all because you set her straight.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just hoping my tendency to play counselor didn't get away from me on this one.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to say that I hope I didn't screw up your life.
Like I told you, that's the way Bonnie is. She goes crazy, then she comes to her senses.
So why don't you give her a call?
Why would I want to do that?
To let her know how important she is to you.
I'll do that, okay? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is too late.
Ben, please, okay? I know women. Everything is gonna be just fine.
Stop confusing me. There is a problem, and I need time to figure it out, so... What's your answer? Can I stay here?
Well, sure, why not?
Thank you. I know where the extra blankets are, so I'll just make up the couch.
The couch isn't that comfortable.
Well, I'll throw some extra pillows on it. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, if I sleep there, I might hurt my back, and I can't risk that.
And I can?
Craig, my launch party tomorrow night. I can't walk in there all bent. I'll ruin my career as a fun, fabulous fitness instructor, so... Sorry, celebrity is so fragile.
Well, Katie, the catastrophe has gone to bed. How about you? Are you ready to turn in?
Yes.
All right.
Actually, Dad, how could Uncle Simon keep such a big secret from Aunt Katie? They love each other so much.
Well, I think most people have secrets they don't want to share, even with someone they love.
Everything you say about love makes it seem like something that just messes up your life.
It does.
Maybe I'd be better off if I just don't go there.
No, it doesn't work that way. Sweetness. Love finds you. Someday some boy will come along and he'll make you realize you have a soul. He'll make you laugh, cry, and make you feel more alive than you ever have.
Really? That'll happen to me?
Oh, I guarantee you. And when it does, I will hate that boy with every fiber of my being.
Promise?
Oh, I promise.
Well, we're in luck, Simon. My contact at the FBI was working at his desk late tonight, so he's going to run a check on Dahlia Ventura, and if he finds out anything, he'll fax us here.
Thanks, Mark. I really appreciate it.
So, you said that Katie had a big surprise for you tonight. What was it?
Yeah, she was being interviewed by a reporter for Self magazine.
Oh, Self magazine. Man, she must have loved that.
Yeah, she did. Until the reporter clued in
her into something in my past, something that I hadn't even told her.
You mean that you were arrested on suspicion of murder?
You know about that?
Of course I know about that, Simon. I ran a security check on you when I deputized you, but since I saw no conviction, I thought, why dwell on it?
Well, thanks. The guy had nothing to do with killing my ex-wife, Margot. She died in an accident, and for some reason, Dahlia wants Katie to know all about it. She's out to destroy us. I have no idea why.
Man, you are just falling more and more in love with Katie, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. She just seems to make sense out of my life.
Well, that's good, because she makes chaos out of everybody else's. This could be us. Wow, Simon, a whole lot of things are going to make sense after you read this.
Bella better not be asleep.
Who could sleep with that Jimenez down there? Just wish I knew what was going on. Excuse me, what's going on here?
A lady runs this building. There's been an accident.
What happened? Jake, it's Mary. Mary got a hold of her and did something to her. I know it.
Need to refuel? Try a new Reese's Fast Break. Milk chocolate, soft nougats, Reese's peanut butter.
Go, 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 go!
New Reese's Fast Break. Refuel and go.
When I have a cold sore, I feel like that's all people are looking at.
Abbreviate your cold sore with Abreva. Abreva cuts healing time in half because it helps stop the infection from invading healthy cells.
Kiss your cold sore goodbye.
Abreva cuts healing time in half.
Want to feel fresh all day long? Try FDS. It's so gentle on skin. You can use it every day to feel clean and refreshed. With 5 soft, wonderful fragrances to choose from, you can end each day as clean, confident, and carefree as you started it. FDS. Start fresh, stay fresh.
Introducing Seasons Freshness, the freshness of the seasons and the antibacterial strength you trust from Mr. Clean.
Does anything heal and protect precious little bottoms like Desitin? Yes, Desitin Creamy. And Desitin Creamy wipes off gently and smells fresh. Desitin for diaper rash. More baby doctors choose it, more moms use it. For precious little bottoms.
Clog got you bent out of shape? Get Drano Max. Drano Max removes clogs better than professional strength liquid plumber because it's thicker. Relax, you got Drano Max.
You want the very best for your best friends. Proper nutrition, regular exercise. And when it comes to monthly heartworm, you can forget it. Now there's Pro Heart 6. Just 1 dose from your veterinarian protects against heartworm disease for 6 months. Use with caution in sick, debilitated, or underweight animals. Side effects may include mild swelling or itching at the injection site. Forget monthly heartworm. Remember Pro Heart 6, the 6-month preventative, only from your veterinarian.
Tonight, did this combat reporter cause a front-line ambush?
Never attack the guy with the microphone. He always gets the last word.
All new Jag, CBS Tonight. Wednesday, they've traveled over 3 continents.
See anybody else around us?
But it's still anybody's race.
How did they catch up? You're going down!
All new Amazing Race, CBS Wednesday.
From your own home, watch the Daytime Emmys in style. For a chance to win a big screen TV and more, catch As the World Turns next week and enter at SoapCity.com.
Look, Katie's not in our room. I really need to talk to her.
Katie!
Thanks.
Come on in, Simon. You bring your jammies?
No, I sleep in the bath. Look, I really need to talk to you, Katie, but privately. Thanks, Craig.
Oh, don't mind me. I can go sleep in the bathtub unless anyone would like to take a bath.
Pass.
No? Well, nighty night then.
So, did you think of more secrets you didn't tell me?
Yeah, I did, but it's not one of mine. Look, I just did another check on Dahlia, okay? And I thought the name Ventura sounded made up. It was ridiculous. It's because it's her business name, all right? Her real name is Dahlia Ferrara.
Ferrara?
She's Monique's sister.
And you didn't recognize her?
Well, I never met her. She was in Europe the whole time that Monique and I were together.
Well, I'm sure Monique must have mentioned her.
She did. She mentioned her by her nickname, Katie. Dolly. Dahlia's obviously come back into town to get at me for what happened to Monique. And I'm sorry, but she's using you to do it. Look, I know this must hurt, all right? But at least we're dealing with the truth now. Look, Katie, listen to me. We can stop Dahlia, but we have to do it together, all right? We cannot let her turn us against each other.
All right, maybe you're right. Can we talk about this in the morning?
Yeah, sure. Can you please just come back to our bed where we can sleep together?
I'm too sad.
Okay. You were the one person that I never, ever wanted to make sad. Not for a single second.
We're too late, Jake.
Come on. He said she had an accident. He didn't say she was...
Oh, my God. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, is this Belva in here, the landlady?
Yes, ma'am. What happened?
A freak accident. She fell into a bathtub full of water, died either hitting her head or drowning.
Wait, do you know when it happened?
Well, she's been under the water a while.
Yeah, the downstairs flooded. The guy who lived there called it in.
I don't care what anyone says, Jake. That was no accident. Mary killed her so that she couldn't testify that Mary tried to kill Abigail and Adam.
If Mary did that, then she's crossed some kind of line, and we need to back off and let the police in on this.
Jake, I'm talking about my baby.
I know
here.
that. I know that.
But what if the police don't handle it? What if Mary gets away with this? She will put Abigail away, Jake.
Yes, I just got a call that a body is being brought into you, a Belva Mason, and that she had died under mysterious circumstances. That's right. Are you doing the postmortem on her? That's great. Would you get me a copy of that report ASAP? Thank you. I heard that. What are you doing here?
Well, let me see. You said you were coming home, and then you didn't show up, so I was about to call 911, and then I realized you're 911.
I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah.
I was on my way, and then Simon showed up, and he needed help with something.
Oh, it's something our new code word for Katie?
Yeah. And then, as I was about to leave, I got a call that Nick Scudder's landlady was found dead.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. At first, the report said it was an accidental drowning. I don't think so. So we'll know more about it after the coroner gets through with her.
Oh, so if I could prove that Mary killed her to keep her from testifying against her, then Abigail would be off the hook. You know, Detective Hughes, I wouldn't mind getting a look at that coroner's report.
I'll give you a peek at that coroner's report if you give me a back rub.
Oh, when we get home.
Tired?
No.
Honey, I do not want you to worry about Mary. It's like Jake said. She's a born liar.
But she has more credibility than I do. How sad is that?
She has a record.
She has a story. When the prosecutor asks Mary what happened in Nick's place that night, she'll be able to tell them. When they ask me, I'm gonna have to say that I don't remember.
There are not 12 men and women in the world who are going to believe a word that she says.
Alden, if you were in that jury, what would you believe? Would you believe someone who had an answer, or someone who didn't?
New pledge with orange oil.
It cleans and revives.